Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here with Julián Guerrero, who is the Vice President of Tourism for ProColombia, and that's the tourism agency for all of Colombia. And we're here to talk a little bit about the new campaign they have and all of the great destinations that Colombia now has to offer. And this is Insider Travel Report. Now, Julian, we hear so much about Colombia now. It's become such a popular tourism destination for these wonderful cities. But now you're out and you're actually just started a new campaign to get more Americans to come. Could you talk a little bit about what this new campaign is and what are the elements of it?
Absolutely. We are very excited. We just launched at Fitur in Madrid a couple of weeks ago a new campaign that's called Colombia, the land of sabrosura. Sabrosura is a word like Hakuna Matata, that you don't know exactly what it means, but you associate immediately with
I never know what that word
Africa.
is, right?
So sabrosura is that warmth, that hospitality, that joyfulness that Colombian people have, that welcome you to the country. Okay. But we find one topic crucial for that new campaign. You know, every country is trying to differentiate itself. We are competing with more than 190 countries around the world. So the question is how to stand out. It's quite difficult. Everybody talks about gastronomy, nature, culture, but nobody has spoken about music. And music is the focus of the campaign. We not only want to tell people why to come to Colombia, we want to sing to them why to come. So we're not doing traditional jingles or things the traditional way. We're actually producing 11 videos from the different regions in Colombia to make that emotional connection to the destination. You know, traveling is not only about transporting yourself physically to a place. It's about also the internal journey that you make intellectually, emotionally, and why not spiritually. Okay. So the secret of good travel is the ability to connect the external with the internal. And music has that power.
Absolutely.
It is a language like English, French, or Spanish, but it talks not to the mind, but to the heart of people. You remember songs like Upa Gangnam Style, the Gangnam Style in Korean. Everybody danced to the rhythm of that song, Absolutely. Even though they didn't understand anything. So Colombia is very strong when it comes to music. And I'll give you two examples. In Colombia, we have more than 1,025 rhythms. Not only the Caribbean and the party-like music, but also in the Amazon or the Eastern Plains or the Pacific Ocean. And music is the most consumed content in the planet. I can ask you, what do you have? Spotify, Deezer, iMusic? Spotify. Everybody but has that. And out of 100 of the most watched videos in YouTube, 95 of them are music videos. 10 of them by Colombian artists. Some of them in collaboration with people from other countries, but 10 of them, I'm talking about
Really?
10%.
I guess I never knew
of
that.
The world videos are by Colombian artists. Can you imagine if we can have a Despacito or a song that is able to communicate the spirit of what Colombia has to offer?
No, and that's great. Now, where will these videos appear? On social media? Or?
Absolutely. They are out of the 11 videos that I mentioned. We already have 5 of them. We have a general video of Colombia, but we also have the Amazon, the Orinoco, we have the coffee region, and we have Medellin. And we're still lacking 5 of them to complete the 11 videos.
Are you doing cities like Cartagena, which everybody seems that's the city that most people start out with Colombia, right?
Yes, you bet that we have Cartagena, of course.
And then, so I think a lot of people know the urban destinations of Colombia, and they're familiar. But you mentioned a couple things like the Amazon and things that kind of thing, and the coffee regions. Yeah. Talk about the appeal of those.
Oh yes. Now, thanks to the peace process, many places that were closed to tourism are now open. And just to give you an idea of the size of Colombia, Colombia is the size roughly of Spain, Portugal, and France together, 1 million square kilometers. So we're talking about the 3rd largest country in Latin America. And there's plenty of offer. If there's something that characterizes Colombia, is that it is a country of regions. But you'll tell me, well, the US is also a country of regions. Right, it is, but not as differentiated as Colombia. You have a portion of the country in the Caribbean, another portion in the Pacific Ocean, actually the only South American country with coasts in the 2 oceans. We have the Andes, we have the Orinoco, and we have the Amazon. No other country combines all of them. Southern countries might have the Andes, the Pacific, and the Amazon. Eastern countries might have the Orinoco and the Caribbean. But it's only Colombia that brings together those 5 entirely different regions. So it happens like when you go on Black Friday to Macy's here in New York and you see a tag that reads pay 1, take 2. In Colombia you're paying for 1 country and you're actually having 5 entirely different destinations to pick and choose, whatever you like.
No, that's fantastic. Now, in terms of the new campaign, how are you rolling it out here in North America?
Well, we are doing a combination of media. I mean, we are here present. We spoke about the campaign here in the New York Times travel show. And something that is quite unique about this campaign also is that we're not using the traditional platforms, you name it, the newspapers, television, etc. We are using music platforms that people are not using or haven't used to promote tourism before. So we are in Spotify, we are in Deezer, we're in Shazam. All our pictures from the campaign have a QR kind of logo that you can scan, and it will take you to the playlist of that destination, and then you can make that emotional connection and get a feel of what it would mean to be there if you decide to travel to that place.
It sounds like an amazing campaign, and I hope it generates a lot more tourism to Colombia for you. I know a lot of Americans are definitely interested in going down there. I am. Unfortunately, I've never been there, but I'm looking forward to it soon. It is on my hot list, if you will.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, and now that I hear the music, even more so. But Julián, thank you very much for taking the time to tell us all about this new campaign and all of the wonders that Colombia has to offer.
Thank you very much, James. I appreciate it. Thank you for the invitation. And we'll hosting Colombia with warm hospitality and above all, sabrosura.
Sabrosura, I'm there. Thank you very much. I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.